This week on World Traveler Cooking, we're going to make Kotletai. This means cutlets in Lithuanian, but they resemble meatballs or hamburgers more closely. And I've looked at a bunch of different recipes, and we'll talk about some optional things that people add. But you can basically think of these as kind of similar to a Lithuanian hamburger, a frikadelle, or something similar. The ingredients of the patty itself are fairly simple. We have a small onion, to half a kilogram or 1 pound of ground meat. You can use ground pork. That's probably the most traditional. You can also use mixed pork and beef or mixed pork and turkey, whatever you like. We have 150 or 200 milliliters or so of milk. We have some baguette, and it works better. It's not necessary that it's stale, but stale bread actually works better for stuff like this. So we're going to keep the stale. And of course some salt, some pepper. You can add other spices if you like. Some people also add potatoes. I've had terrible luck adding potatoes to kotletai. I find they end up not cooking quite right, and you end up with something which is where the meat can be done, but the potatoes can still be a little grainy. So I prefer not to add potatoes to mine. Your mileage may vary. For the sauce, we're going to do, have some vegetable oil. We will have some onion, some chantrelles, some more milk, salt and pepper, and I think I forgot to bring out the dill, but we'll use some fresh dill right at the end. So this will be relatively simple. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I don't think I'll show you what I'm going to do, but I'm going to break this into pieces, and then I'm going to soak it with the milk. So here is the bread soaked in the milk. I'm going to take my bowl and I'm going to crack my egg and beat it in here. And now we're going to start mixing our ingredients into here. So I'm going to start with my onion. I'm going to cut this and I'm going to grate it on a star grater. You could, in theory, finely chop it, but I think the star grater will work better. So I'll be back when that's done, and we'll keep going. So at this point I'm squeezing a bit of milk out of the bread. You don't have to squeeze it too hard. And then I'll mix this in. And this will be the matrix which holds the meat. Now, some people add chopped garlic. Some people also add mayonnaise. But this is also a good time to add your salt. And pepper if you'd like it. So you can also add other spices or herbs if you like. Maybe fresh or dried marjoram or things like that. But we're going to go ahead and stir this around a bit, and then we will add our minced meat. And from here, we're going to knead it by hand. So we're going to make sure that everything gets really well incorporated, and that we end up with something more like a meatball consistency than like a hamburger consistency. So I'll be back when this is all kneaded, and we can go from there. To serve with this, I'm just going to do a very simple chantrelles and a milk or cream sauce. So I'm going to saute these until they're cooked down a bit, and then I will add maybe a little flour and some milk. Note that with chantrelles, you always have this choice of how much do you wash them. They come from the forest, so you might get a little bit of leaf in them if you don't. But if you wash them, they can kind of damage the flavors. So usually I prefer to just brush them and occasionally miss something. So be back with that in a moment. So I have now sprinkled a little bit of flour on here. These mushrooms are looking nicely cooked down. So now I'm going to add a bit of milk, and we'll just go ahead and stir this. And this can then be kind of a side dish or a sauce, depending on how you like to eat it. While this cooks and thickens, I will turn my attention to the other frying pan, where we'll cook our... So, I'm going to put a little oil in a hot pan. And since this is a nice metal pan, I can use a metal spatula. I'm going to spread it around. And then just going to take a bit, form it into patties. There's a big piece of onion there, that's fine. And just set it there. I'll do the same thing with some more patties. We'll just cook them until they're done all the way through. And these should be really juicy because of the milk-soaked bread. They'll be flavorful with the onions and other things. And these should be extremely delicious. So now these are flipping. I'm flipping these, so we're just going to flip them. And now we're going to let them cook through. Then I'll turn my attention back to the sauce for a moment. So for the mushrooms or the sauce, depending on how you like to serve it, at the end I'm just going to stir in a little bit of dill. And now it's off the heat. If it gets too thick, it looks a little thick to me, we can stir in a little more milk. Just a hair. And let that loosen it up. And we'll just keep an eye on it. At any rate, I'll be back when the kotletai are done cooking. So here I've basically mounted the mushrooms up in the middle and garnished it with some dill. So here we have our kotletai, and next will be the taste test. And now we have the taste test. First I'm just going to taste a little bit of this. So when compared with, say, a German frikadeller or the Danish frikadelle, this is super moist. It also still has that onion flavor that you'd expect from like frikadeller, but it's much more moist. It's fluffy, it's soft, its texture is amazing. Flavor is really good too. Now I'm going to try it with the mushrooms. Now that is an awesome combination. Of course, if I didn't have chantrelles, then I'd probably do something else. I'm recording this early, so obviously chantrelles are in season. Otherwise, I could get them frozen here in Germany. But without chantrelles, you can actually just use button mushrooms from the store. You just need to cook them down longer. But this is really good. Now, if you find this content interesting, I hope I've earned a like and a subscription from you, and please click the bell so you get notified of any further videos I do. Also, you can check out my Patreon page where you can find early access to many videos. I think, as of the recording of this one, I have, about 14 that are still waiting for release there. At any rate, recipes in the description. Bon appetit, and see you next week.